If you are Hanks's mother, what would be your next step if your child comes out and say, if it's not Clara, it's not anyone, and your child is capable of doing anything so that she finds Clara very well, or he sees Clara is doing well, what would you advise this mother of Hanks? Another question: do you think that Debbie deserves an apology from from Benny or no? Because as far as we know, the way Debbie was talking about her parents, it was not nice. But welcome to my channel. This is African Movie Reviews. Thanks for subscribing. If you have just subscribed to this channel, to my turning subscriber, thanks for turning back and watch these videos. I do really appreciate you are doing me well. I don't take your love for granted. And to my new subscribers, I do really appreciate your subscription. Turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we upload the new video. And this time around, we are the serie which is called Most Scary Marriage. Others call it the most when marriage becomes a nightmare. It's showing at Mr ALOY channel. Go and watch this series. You will tell me what do you think about this. So many things can happen in a marriage, but sometimes you find yourself in a gap whereby your ex is there to help you, and your husband is finding it very difficult to accept that your ex is just helping you. But another question is, do you think that Clara will stay to be Hanks's friend if she finds out that Hanks still has feeling for her? Or you think that Clara will stay away from her? So in this movie, we find that Master Hanks came back home very hungry and very mad over what happened at the restaurant, and the mother was shocked the way this young man opened the door, and she was like, what happened? Why are you so mad? Why are you acting like that? And Hanks was like, Mama, I cannot imagine how can he slap the woman in front of us. And the mother is like, who? This husband of Clara. She's like, how can he slap? And the mother is like, did you fight again? She said, I cannot. He said, I could not bear it. I could not bear him. I could not bear seeing him disrespecting this young lady, disrespecting Clara in my own presence. I had to act as I acted. And the mother is like, why don't you get out of your dirty lady's life? You told me you're not going to the party. What happened? Why did you change your mind? And Hanks is like, he received a message from Clara telling me that she is not feeling good. I should take her to the hospital, of which she is lying. She is denying it. And he's like, if she's not the one who sent the message, and he's like, I don't know, Mama, I don't know. But if Jonathan continues being like that or doing like that, anything to Clara, I'll do anything to make Jonathan disappear. Which means that Hanks is very determined to fight for Clara, and Hanks is very determined and praying so hard so that Clara could separate or divorce with Jonathan, and he enters into the gap. But will his dream come true? Yes, we can accept that Jonathan loves Clara, and he is ready to fight for her, and he is ready to respect her marriage as far as it can be. All he wants, he says all he wants is to see Clara happy and very respecting, very standing and outspoken for herself. But will it be possible? Will it not cause so much chaos between Clara and Jonathan? We should pray for Jonathan and Hanks to meet and speak like man to man. What do you suggest? Do you think that the mother should be able to meet Clara so that they can solve this problem? So much questions I have, because I don't think that Hanks will be able to hold this. The more he's going to help Clara, the more Jonathan is going to be wild and disrespecting Clara a lot. But as for me, as I said, if I was the mother of Jonathan, maybe Hanks and Jonathan needs a peaceful talk led by someone who is grown up. But the way Jonathan takes things, he's like he cannot accept what is going on, yet he has to accept everything going on because that's what life has put on. Sometimes we have to accept the life we are living and appreciate those who are helping us. And the thing is, if Clara finds out that Hanks still has feeling for her, I'm sure she might stay away from her. And another thing, we have to accept the fact that love cannot just die, especially true love. If Hanks has feelings for Clara, we can accept that true love exists. People like Jonathan are still there who love genuine, not these ones who don't find it very difficult to accept that every woman has to be independent and has to be working. Alright, as we go any further, just imagine the hug Benny gave to her mother, the hug which she needed at that very time. There are things our children can do depending on the situation around us. Just follow it a lot. Whenever you might have your difference or a quarrel with your husband, your child will always come and sit near you. Or sometimes you can be exchanging words, but in a voice which she or the child, even if she's a baby, is not used to. These children, there's a way they come and they sit on your laps and they're like looking at their daddy. What? I don't know what God put in a mother, but a mother is a special person in a child's life. The hug which Benny gave to her mother, truly she needed it that time. She came in the right time where her mother needed comfort, needed someone to hug her dad, like tight, so that she can feel the love which she needed at that very time. But truth and true, Debbie needs an apology. Clara is saying that, asking Benny that, did you have a quarrel with with your aunt Debbie? And Ben was like, mine, mom. Yes, I had to tell her the truth because she was speaking ill about you and daddy. That's why I had to tell her the truth so that she can change. And her mother is like, no, my dear, you don't have to fight my battles. The battles are for me, not for you. You don't have to interfere in our problems. And I like the way Clara is training her child on how not to enter in elders problems or in family problems or in their problem. Like, she can fight for herself. She knows she can fight for herself and I know that maybe Clara realized that it might be Debbie who sent a message to Clara, because the way she was talking, she said that sometimes you have to let people to do what they want until you attack when they expect you. So it's like Clara knew that it might be Debbie who sent Hanks a message to come at the restaurant. Best reason known to her, but that's what I think. As we go very far, I like the way Clara cautions her daughter. The way Clara cautions her daughter is really doing a good job as a mother. Some mothers will just hyper their children. You have done well. Thanks for fighting for me. Thanks for loving me. My child is this and this. But for Clara, no, the case is different. She has to correct the child to know that she is the child, not to interfere in people's fight. And the way she told her, you should not surround yourself with enemies. This was the best comment. Oh, this was the positive comment on her. Yes. As for me, I do really appreciate Clara's way of upbringing the child. That even when the child does bad, she brings her to correction, even when she is right. Though I don't accept or I don't agree with Clara's decision of Benny to apologize to Debbie, because Debbie, she's not a good friend at all. But sometimes we have to accept the things which happen to us, so that before you get to the end root of it, you have a lot of proof to prove to that person. As we know, I send greetings to you all. I do love you, my dear people. People from South Africa, people from Uganda, people from East Africa, people from West Africa, people from America, Europe, every part of the world. Thanks for always viewing my video. And we're at the movie called the series called Most Scary Marriage. Call it When Marriage Becomes a Nightmare. It's the movie. Hey, fire was in the city here. The more the series is going far, guys, the more the movie is going far, the more we enjoy it. If you want to not to miss any episode, go to Mr ALOY channel and watch this series. And here, Mr. Jonathan, very mad and hungry with a lot out of pain in her chest. Just imagine, if you were this child, if you were Benny, what would you do? Do you think that what Ben did was wrong? As for me, I don't think Benny did something wrong, though he is her father. But sometimes they say even a child can teach you what to do. It's true, Jonathan, you need rest, as Benny said. Just imagine, they just came into the house. Before even they have a cup of water, Jonathan just blasted them, telling Clara, asking her how many tons did she give to Mr. Hanks. How can you speak such nasty words in front of your teenage girl? What kind of a parent are you? And when the mother was trying to tell Benny to go away so that they can have their conversation or their quarrel together, Jonathan did not allow Benny to go. He pulled Benny and told her that, why are you going? You have to stay here and listen to whatever I'm going to speak to your mother. Your mother is cheating on me. Your mother is a prostitute, and your mother is going to. And this is what, can you imagine? You ask. There's things sometimes, I told you in my video, that sometimes you have to accept that life has changed. I'm a man, yes, but I have to support my wife. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, or you sit down and ask, what really happened? What you saw is not what might have happened. Jonathan, stop blaming your wife. Blame yourself. You are frustrated because you are jobless. You are frustrated because your wife is now the one who's going to feed the family. But speaking such nasty words, it doesn't make sense. This is why some children, they disrespect their parents, because parents also don't respect themselves. How do you expect a child to respect you? Now, how do you expect Benny to respect her father if he can speak ill to her mother like that? You know, a daughter with her mother, they are always 5 and 6. We should try to control what we speak to in front of our children. We should try control. And truth, Jonathan, you need rest. Otherwise, you are going to destroy everything you have been working for. before you do that, it's better you rest and let Clara be what she wants to do best. If she knows, this is, you see, when Ben said, "Are you mad because you cause?" Then you disrespect yourself. You do everything. You really disrespect yourself in the public. At the same time, you want to disrespect yourself at home. You think that this is a property? Guys, there are some things. And here we are. Jonathan has a lot of thoughts. You know, men with their assumption. Men with your assumption, because your wife is having a good time with her ex, it doesn't mean that she slept with him. Man, guys, sometimes when you feel like the marriage is not working, go away. It's not the end of the world. Why do you stay in a toxic marriage? Why do you stay in a marriage where the man does not? Now see, Jonathan is having a thought of killing or trying to kill Clara. If someone can have such a thought, which means one day he will do it in person, what will be the fate of you? Yes, it's not good for Hanks to call her phone at night, but it doesn't make sense at all. It's better, for me, it's better Clara moves out of this house. Otherwise, Jonathan might do something nasty. But at the end of the day, Jonathan, you will regret whatever you are doing now, because this woman, she has been loyal to you and she has been fighting for you and your marriage. But ego and pride, jealous, and are not accepting the fate which has come across you. This is what is killing Jonathan. And Jonathan, you will die in your game. I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining this family. And God bless you. We'll meet in a new video. I send greetings to you all. Mwah.